Come to my heart, oh Yahusha. Save me, Yahusha, divine. Open the fountain and cleanse me within. Give me a heart, Lord, dawn. Give me a heart, Lord, thine. Give me a heart, Lord, thine. High praises to Yahuwah, Elohim Most High, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last, the one who spake and it was done, the one who commanded and it stood fast. Happy creation Sabbath of the first quarter of the moon of the seventh biblical lunar month, TISHRI 8, 6009, to the 12 scattered tribes of Yasharel and all those who cleave to Yasharel. It has been a week of turmoil, a week of devastation and destruction, a week when the element show its range throughout this country, because of the evil and the atrocity against Yah's Hebrew people, and in particular Grandmaster J, Yahuwah's anointed servant from the priestly tribe of Levi, Nothing has been the same since this cowardly system falsely arrested Yahuwah's servant, even Yah's second Moses, even Elijah, because Yahuwah says in the last day, he would send again his prophet Elijah to gather his people. And so I'm just going to say this, that we are a whole hour into Yah's creation Sabbath. And as we know that the weather condition has prevented the new moon to be seen. And so 7 days has passed. And the 6 working days has also passed since the arrival of the new moon for the 7th biblical month, which determines Yahuwah creation Sabbath. And so we are now, because the sun is set, it is now the 8th day of this first week of the 7th biblical lunar month, the day of YAH'S appointed feast. We have seen the Feast of Trumpet passed already. And now we have now entered Yah's first feast, which is his weekly Sabbath, the Sabbath of the first quarter of the moon. And I still scan the sky to see if there's any sign of the moon, because Yah has all power. And despite the clouds, he have the power to let the first quarter of the moon be seen. But I have not seen it, because nothing remained the same since this system have arrested Grandmaster J and have been persecuting him for righteousness' sake, just like they did the prophets, even Yahusha himself. And so it can be said that just as Yahusha gave up his life for the lost sheep of Yasharel, so it is that the work of Grandmaster J has caused him to be targeted, lied upon, arrested on bogus charges, and are now locked away in Rome's caveman prison. And so, as I said before, this destruction will not cease until Grandmaster J is freed. And even the other Hebrew Israelites that are behind bars falsely should be released at this particular month, the month of Yahuwah's appointed feast. The blowing of the trumpet, the Day of Atonement, which is 2 days away, and the Feast of Tabernacles, which is like probably 9 days away. Yours people should be free to celebrate his appointed feast. And like Exodus 9 says, go to Pharaoh and tell him to let my people Yasharel go, so that they may worship me. And if you hinder them, I'll send upon you plagues, plagues upon your livestock, plagues upon your people, and even plagues upon your firstborn. And I continue to urge this system to set Grandmaster Jay free, so that these destruction will cease, or at least lessen. So it has now been 1 lunar year, 10 months, 3 weeks, and 4 days since Grandmaster Jay's first, second, fourth, and sixth amendment rights have been taken from him. And I just want the entire world to know that we who are called black people are Yahuwah's chosen people. It is for us that Yahusha left heaven to seek and to save. For he said he come not for those who say they are righteous, but he come to save the last sheep of Yasharel. The scripture says Israel, but I now discover that the translators have lied to us about everything. And so I'm not going to be long. I just want to read something to us to point out to us that those who fight against Yahuwah's Hebrew people are fighting against Yahuwah himself. And I'm going to read Exodus 19 and probably verses 3 to 9. And it says, and Moses went up to Yahuwah, and Yahuwah called him from the mountain and said, this is what you shall say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Yasharel, you have seen what I have done to Egypt, and how I carried you on wings of eagles, and brought you to myself. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice by keeping my covenant, then you shall be a special treasure to me above all people, for all the earth is mine, and you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the laws that you must speak to the children of Yasharel. And Moses came and summoned the elders of the people and set before them all the words of the law of Yahuwah. And all the people answered together and said, all that Yahuwah has spoken, we will do. So Moses brought back the answer to Yahuwah. So Yahuwah has given Israel his laws, his statutes to obey, so that we can be a holy nation and a special treasure above all the people upon the face of the earth. For like Yahuwah says, for all the earth is mine. So those who continue to oppress us, keep oppressing. Your time is coming to an end. And Yahuwah, the mighty one of the mighty Elohim of Yasharel, is about to gather his people from all the nations of the earth where he has scattered us. And I won't be long, but I'm going to turn to Zephaniah, I believe, where Yah is once again talking to us, his special treasure. Because like the word says, those who touch Israel, those who touch Yasharel, touches the apple of Yahuwah's eye. And I'm telling you that this system is in great trouble. And so I'm going to read a few verses from Zephaniah. And yes, I'm just going to read. Yeah, it's a reading night. Therefore, wait for me, says Yahuwah, until the day that I rise up to judge. For the judicial decision is to gather the nations to assemble the kingdoms, to pour out upon them my judgment, all my fierce anger, for all the earth will be consumed in the fire of my zealousy. Yes, at that time I will return to the peoples the pure word. Thank you, Yah. The law and the prophets, so that all of them may call upon the name of Yahuwah and serve him with one accord, unity from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. My worshippers, the daughters of my dispersed, will bring offering to me. In that day you will not be ashamed for all your doings by which you have transgressed against me. For I will remove from the midst of you those who rejoice in your pride, and you will no longer be haughty because of my holy mountain. Okay? Verse 11. I will also leave in the midst of you and afflicted the poor, humble and lowly people, and they will trust in the name of Yahuwah. The remnant of Yasharel will not do iniquity. Should say would not do disobedience. For nor speak lies, neither will a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they will feed and lie down, and none will make them afraid. Sing, O Zion! Sing, O daughters of Zion! Shout for joy, O Yasharel! Be glad and rejoice with all your heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. Yahuwah has taken away the judgment against you. He has cast out your enemies. He has cast out your enemy, the king of Yasharel. Yahuwah is in the midst of you. You will no longer have to fear. In that day, it will be said to Jerusalem, fear not, O Zion. Do not let your hands slacken, grow weak. Yahuwah Elohim, who is in the midst of you, is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will renew you in his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. I will gather you who mourn for the appointed feast. Yes, the appointed feast is forgotten. Our people are behind bars while YAH'S feasts are taking place. It says, those of you to whom the reproach of it was a burden. It says, behold, at that time I will deal with all, listen, I will deal with all who afflict you. I will save the lame and gather those who are driven out. I will make you a praise and an honor in every land where any of you were put to shame. At that time, I will bring you back at the time when I gather you together. Yes, I will make you a name and a praise among all the nations of the earth when I return your captives before your eyes, says Yahuwah. So these are beautiful promises. Yahuwah is about to gather us from all the nations of the earth where he has scattered us because of our disobedience and our idolatry. And as he said, he will deal with those who afflict us. And so Yahuwah will deal with those who afflict Grandmaster J. Yahuwah will deal with those who have his Hebrew, Yashalite, so-called black men behind bars who are innocent. So let us look forward to the great gathering of Yahuwah to all of us who are from the 12 scattered tribe of Yasharel. And so the call is that Jacob have no need to fear, because Yahuwah will gather you from afar, and no one shall ever make you afraid. So this is your Sabbath of the first quarter of the moon, TISHRI 8, 6009. The moon is not visible, but it is the Sabbath of Yahuwah. So we look forward to having a happy Sabbath, and we look forward to celebrate the Day of Atonement. So may Yahuwah. So first of all, let us be willing and let us be obedient, so that we will eat the good of the land. For like Isaiah 1:19 says, 19 and 20 said, but if ye refuse and rebel, he shall be devoured by the sword, for the mouth of Yahuwah has spoken it. And so may Yahuwah favor you and keep you. Yahuwah make his face to shine upon you and be merciful to you. Yahuwah lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Shalom. 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 Please subscribe to this video, like, because as we know, Rome has hidden your Sabbath and do not want it to be known. Shalom.